Hi, everyone. I hope you're doing well today, feeling well. I wanted to first say thank you to everyone who reached out to me, either through Facebook or text message. Thank you for your support for my video yesterday and supporting me taking that risk and sharing for the first time. I appreciate it more than I can say. I wasn't planning on making another video so soon, but I really felt that it was important to kind of put my money where my mouth is and just share how I've been feeling today. And yesterday, I just said I didn't want to be a platform where people saw the positive messages and, the gratefulness challenge or writing letters. I didn't want people to feel guilty for not being in that state of mind all the time, because I'm not in that state of mind all the time either. I'm just trying to model what I want to be, which I would love to be like that all the time. And today, I'm not. I'm not there. I'm not feeling the energy and the motivation and the hopefulness that I was feeling yesterday. Just having one of those kind of down days, and something just said, okay, well, share that, because we're all having ups and downs. And like I said, I'm not immune to it. What's been hard for me feeling this way is that I know that I am not struggling with some of the situations and the issues that you guys are struggling with now, or other people in our world are struggling with. So it almost makes me, I had that thought that it's not fair for me to feel anxious because I have so many things right now that other people might not. I know that a lot of you are trying to figure out how to balance work and childcare and homeschooling, and just the demands of trying to do both in one setting is overwhelming. And I, again, am not there yet. That will be next week. I am almost at the end of my quarantine, and I feel like because I'm not there with you guys going through those struggles, my thought is that I don't have the right to feel this way, and that I should be grateful for the quiet time that I'm getting. And I am grateful for it. But, that thought in my mind is that you don't have a right to feel that way because other people are struggling more. And I just happened to be on a text thread with one of my fellow counseling students about class tonight, and I just kind of shared with her that I was feeling, a certain way, and how I was feeling like I shouldn't feel that way. And she gave me some really good advice, and she said, you have to give yourself some grace. And that's hard. I find it easy to give other people grace, especially right now. But I have to give myself some grace, and everybody does right now. And she said it's not fair to compare yourself to others. We're especially in a state of emergency. Everybody's, taking this in different ways at different time periods, and we're experiencing these ups and downs, and times of uncertainty, and then times of hope. And I'm just riding the wave today, and I'm trying to give myself permission to feel the way that I feel and validate my feelings. So I guess my message that I wanted to share was just that, one, again, I'm going to continue to try and be a source of connectedness and being positive. But I also felt like it was important to share with you guys that, I'm having a day too. I'm having a vulnerable day where I feel worried, and all of the uncertainty, not just of, what's going on in the world, but how this affects my life personally. Graduation and my comprehensive exam. Am I going to get a job next year after I graduate? Will there be one? What's that going to look like? What's summer going to look like? Am I going to get enough hours? Or what are we going to keep doing to keep our family from getting this? All of those things are running through my brain today, and it's so hard to stop the tornado twister of these thoughts. So I just wanted to share that I'm not immune to having these days. And even today, I posted that I was grateful for memes, which I am. They bring me delight. I love a good meme. And I was feeling that. I meant what I wrote. But while I was writing that, I was feeling just really, I don't know, just funky, just feeling in this pit. So I want you to know that I'm right there with you. And if you ever feel this way, reach out, but also know that you just got to ride the wave and let yourself feel these things, and know that everybody's going through a struggle. And yes, there are families that are struggling more than others, but that doesn't mean that you don't get to feel the way that you feel. I'm saying that as advice to someone while also trying to take that in myself. And, we're always harder on ourselves, and I'm experiencing that today. So I'm really trying to take my friend's suggestion at heart and give myself some grace. So I was going to do a video separately about this tool that I use when I'm feeling down. And this, my best friend reminded me that I do this, which was really great. And I appreciate that. But when I'm feeling down, I like to pull out this box of just memories, things that remind me of good times and the people that I have in my life that mean so much to me and have shaped who I am. And I was going to do a separate video, not only because I feel like it's a really good tool for when you're feeling down, but also it could be a project that you do with your kids, which I plan on doing with mine. Because as I have been home by myself, I'm collectively finding the most random of things. Like, I don't know what this is. This is literally, my daughter picked this up. I think it was on the floor of a grocery store like 4 months ago. I disinfected it right away, of course, and made her wash her hands because I don't know what this is or where it's been. She won't get rid of it. It means something to her. Okay, I'm going to let her have that. But there's lots of little things. Like, I don't know how many of these little, I don't know, are they Hatchimals? I don't know. They're all over the place. So she's going to have a cheer up box, and I'm hoping that some of these random things that she gives meaning to can go there, or she can decide that maybe this rock is not so important. I don't need 50 of them on my dresser. That's my hope. But you can also use it as a way to kill time. It'll take a while to let your kids decorate the whole box. Throw some paper and glue and tape and markers on the table, and I don't know, let them go to town, and you treat yourself. You drink your hot cup of coffee, or maybe you need to make a conference call. Use it, and just explain to them that this is a box where you put stuff in here that makes you happy. And it can also even maybe be like your quarantine box. Like, art pictures that you do, or if you guys go on hikes, or I don't know, whatever works for your family. It could be something that you explain to them that when you're having that hard day, because our kids are also going to be having these hard days, you go in here and you think and you talk about the objects that are in this box and why they are special to you. And one thing that I've learned is that you can't attend to two emotions at the same time. Just like doing this video and talking about my happy box, I'm not attending to my anxiety right now because I'm attending to this and I'm thinking about how happy this makes me and all of the wonderful things that I have in here. So teaching yourself and your kids to switch that mindset is a really helpful tool. And I just very briefly am going to share a couple things that I've kept through the years. I started this a very long time ago. Long ago enough that Mike and I looked like this. This was 17 years ago, at least, I started this. And I have a picture of my great-grandmother. She's passed now, but just seeing this picture, because I remember where it was in her house and what table it was on and what other photos are around there, it just physically makes me remember how her house smelled and how I felt walking in there, and it just gives me some peace. I also have our wedding invitation. I have the playlist from my wedding, and I made this playlist while it was a really slow time at Oyster Alley where I was waiting tables. I made this playlist, or I started it. So it made me think of that summer and our weddings, and right on target with weddings. I have so many cards from my sister, but three of the most memorable ones are the letter that she wrote to me when I went off to JMU in 2003. And then I have both of our speeches, our maid of honor speeches at each other's weddings. So these made me remember what a fun year that was. It was busy, but all those showers and the bachelorette parties and the actual weddings were just so cool. I have cards from friends that I've saved over the years. I have so many cards from my parents, and one of my parents, Diane, she always decorates our envelopes, and she has for years, and it's almost like we appreciate the envelope more because she free draws animals. And this is actually a pretty good one. It's fairly accurate. I didn't pick one of the crazier ones, but just seeing all of these just really cheered me up, and just made me think of my friends and be so appreciative of that. I have this CD from when I was a para at Waller Mill so long ago, 12 years ago, I think. And this CD means a lot to me. I haven't watched it in a while, but I know what's on it, and it's a message from the kids that we worked with at that time. And it really just changed the course of my life. And I decided that I wanted to be in education, and eventually landed on elementary counselor. And here I am, 12 years later from starting on that adventure, and I'm about to graduate and hopefully be hired for the following year. I have my kids' ultrasound pictures, of course, because they're just the most important people in my life. Of course, I have many things from Mike. This is a book of poetry. He wrote to me when we were courting the first year we were together, and I enjoyed reading these again. I will show you this very quickly. It is my first and only attempt at writing a romance novel when I was in the 5th and 6th grade. Now, this is a perfect segue into a very important rule about each individual's cheer up box, and that is this: never ever go into someone else's cheer up box. it's considered poor taste. Like eating food off of someone else's plate, you just don't do it. You don't. So Mike, I know that if you're watching this, you now know where this lives, which I don't think you knew previously. I've managed to keep that a secret for 17 years, and I don't feel like doing this video again, so I'm gonna roll with it. But Mike, you may not go in this cheer up box to fish this out ever. So I hope that, oh, there's one more thing that I wanted to end with. I thought it'd be a great ending. First, I feel better after making this video, and I hope that my message resonated with someone, and I hope that my cheer up box is an idea that somebody else can use, and if this reaches one person, then I feel like it's worth it. And I just wanted to end with one of the cards that Mike wrote me, and it says, "Together we can do anything." And I think that, well, I appreciate this card and the strength of our relationship, my marriage, but I just love that I saw that today, because that is what this project is all about, is being together, sharing this burden together, sharing this scary time together, being honest with each other about our struggles, not just showing that, today was an awesome day. Like, I think that people need to see that other people are struggling too, because social media is a great way to feel connected, but it's also a way to feel very disconnected and feel very alone and different if you don't see your normal posted. And I'm hoping that I can start a trend. I don't know. I don't really think of myself as a trendsetter, but I just think that it's important that we do that. We share our highs and our lows, and we support one another. I'm going to end rant because I think this video is long enough, but I hope that this meant something to someone, and I appreciate your continued support and spending time with me. And Mike said he was going to start working on the video tonight, so hopefully I will have a story time video ready for, if you want to watch it with your kids and talk about it. I hope you have a great day, and I'll check in again soon. Bye.